So get the feet fairly comfortable, kind of close to each other, but not so close that the heels are touching. Okay? You always want to have somewhere to go in Tai Chi and somewhere to go in Qigong. All right? So if our feet are all the way together, we have nowhere to go if we have to go in. If they're too far apart, we have nowhere to go. Staying in the middle. So drop the tail. Notice the hands. See if you can get the hands to rest kind of by the sides. Now, just a little hint. Sometimes people have a tendency to have their shoulders in, and some people have their shoulders out. Okay? Just tune in. Who are you? How are you? If you just completely let go and fell one direction or the other, would you be falling forward or would you be falling backward? And so just tune in and notice. And what can you do to see if you can get your shoulders not too far forward, not too far back? And just tune into it. And there's a couple of tricks in that which I can tell another. Well, I'll tell you now. So if you're a person whose shoulders are all the way in, or kind of in, the thought process would be, oh, well, if I want to get my shoulders if I want to get my shoulders back, okay, what I need to do is to relax the front. That's what we would think, right? If the shoulder's like this, if I want my shoulders to come back, well, I should relax my chest muscles. Actually, that's not completely the way it works. The shoulders are pulling in. There's always an agonist-antagonist relationship in the muscles. And if the shoulders are in, that also may be because there's a constant, slow attempt in the back muscles to pull them backward. So if the shoulders are actually pulling in, relax the back. If the shoulders are naturally pulling backward, relax the front. And then just take a little bit of time and tune in. Relax the back a little bit, relax the front a little bit, relax the back a little bit, relax the front a little bit, and tune in. It's kind of like driving a car. It's kind of like making these fine little adjustments. And the object is to have the hands by the sides. And actually what will happen if we are able to monitor that and relax the back, relax the front, relax the back, relax the front, what's going to happen over time is that when they're down by the sides, they're actually going to have this natural expansive, okay? This natural expansive, and they'll come away from the body naturally a little bit. And that's what we're trying to find. In the old days, they said it's almost like an egg under the arm. So, but tune in, relaxing back, relaxing front, relaxing back, relaxing front. This is self-observation. This is awareness. Drop the tail. Notice the floor underneath. Notice the expansiveness overhead as if the head's rising. Now, just check in with the body. We're going to do an opening, but we're doing a meditation here. Check in with the body. We're on a planet that is rotating 25,000 miles in a day. That's 1,000 miles an hour. Going around 380 million miles around the sun. In a galaxy that's always moving, atoms are moving, and we think we're supposed to be still. Ain't happening, Jack. Ain't happening, Jane. tune in and notice, and you may find, if you relax, you may find you're swaying a little bit. And by the way, that's one of the ways that blood is returned to the heart, is through these rhythmic, slow muscle contraction in the cerebellum. There we go again. The cerebellum is doing this automatically. And I want you to tune into this sort of swaying, natural rhythm and movement, because this is germane in the opening process. You may notice that the weight is more on one side, and then the weight is more on the other side. This is exactly as it should be. This is not a failing. This is exactly what it should be. We are getting into a state of openness. 30 spokes share the wheel's hub, says the Tao Te Ching. But it is the empty space in the middle that gives the wheel its function. Again, emptiness is something the mind has a hard time grasping, but the body understands it intuitively. We are making space. So as far now as this opening goes, we're going to watch this process where the weight comes more onto one side, and we're now going to encourage it a little bit, because what we're going to do is we're going to get the weight onto one foot to the point that the other foot can come out to about shoulder's width. So there's a point as if we're pouring liquid in a cup from one side to the other. Like honey, pouring, 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 and at a certain point, that weight gets to the critical mass, okay? And I'm going to do that, getting to the critical mass, putting the weight on one foot, and the other foot is going to open, and our hands are going to come up in front of us like we did before. And we're going to come down again into that just moving, okay? And we're going to come up again. Perfect. So we did an opening here. Now that we did an opening, we're actually going to do an official Tai Chi move. Called Gathering Heaven and Earth, and we've done this before.